When you do translation flipping, there are a couple of services, a couple of translations that you should never flip. Which are those? Well, the first one is, of course, legal translation. It is always a bad idea to do legal translation for other people. Why? Because legal translation have to be very, very exact translations. If you're actually knowledgeable in that field, then of course do legal translations. But if you're not and you just want to translate work, then I wouldn't really recommend you to do any kind of legal translation because, of course, legal translations can have legal implications, meaning that certain terms mean certain things, and if you just, translate them the way you think they should be translated, that might not be the correct translation. So make sure that you don't do that. Another thing that you generally should not work on is translations in the field of medicine. So for instance, if you translate the instructions on, let's say, some kind of medicine, then it might actually be, not the way it's supposed to be. So when you translate that, and perhaps there are some translation issues, and maybe there's something that perhaps could be misunderstood, and people get harmed because of your translation, that could come back to you, so don't do that. Now, when you are in the, let's say, writing, translation field, let's say also in the ghostwriting field, I wouldn't really recommend you to do any kind of ghostwriting for companies that do, let's say, academic writing. So for instance, let's say bachelor exams, or like a bachelor thesis, or all of these things should not be done by a ghostwriting company. It's actually, not really legal to do that, so don't do that. If, for instance, let's say some student or something like that asks you to do homework for him or her, or to write, let's say, a bachelor thesis for him or her, or a master thesis, or something even like a PhD or something like that, please don't do that. So these are a couple of things that you should never do. Make sure that you always give your best, that you never work on things that seem fishy to you, and if you follow these rules, you will be very successful in that niche and you won't have any troubles being that. Alright, that was it now here for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope we can see each other in the next one.